Welcome to the Explainer. If you're tuning into this, chances are you've already done your civic duty, you've filed your taxes, and now you're stuck playing the waiting game. And listen, we all know that refreshing your bank account app over and over again causes a very specific type of financial anxiety. You just want to know where your money is, when it's arriving, and if something went wrong along the way. Well, today we are going to completely demystify the Kansas state tax refund process. By the end of this explainer, you're going to have the exact tools, knowledge, and actionable steps to confidently track down your refund. It's incredibly easy once you know how, and honestly, taking a few minutes to understand this process is going to save you so much time and a whole lot of unnecessary stress. Okay, let's dive into this because if you are feeling a little frustrated about a delay right now, I need you to know you are absolutely not alone. 2 months after the recent income tax filing deadline, the Kansas Department of Revenue reported that over 100,000 Kansans were still waiting to receive their state tax refunds. That is literally enough people to fill a massive stadium, all sitting in the exact same boat as you. In fact, the state actually noted that they had only processed about 16% of all expected tax refunds at that specific point in time. So, seeing numbers like that naturally begs the ultimate burning question on everyone's mind: where is my Kansas tax refund? The really good news here is that the system isn't some mysterious black box, if you know exactly how to navigate it. We are going to empower you to find the answer to this exact question, turning a passive waiting game into an active, highly informed process. To get you that answer, we're going to quickly follow this clear roadmap today. First, the Kansas refund reality. 2, gather your tax info. 3, steps to check status. 4, alternative tracking methods. 5, troubleshooting and delays. And finally, 6, security and final tips. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the Kansas refund reality. Let's talk timelines. And this brilliantly illustrates how your filing method matters immensely. Look at this comparison. If you electronically file your return without any errors, you can generally expect a direct deposit in just 10 to 14 business days. It's pretty quick. But if you filed using a traditional paper form, you need to allow at least 16 to 20 weeks to get that refund back by mail. I mean, that is a staggering difference. If you paper filed, a delay probably isn't a glitch in the matrix. It's honestly just standard operating procedure. Moving right along to Section 2. Gathering your tax info. Now, before you even think about opening a web browser, make sure you have this exact information right in front of you. First, you'll need the Social Security number of the primary filer. Second, your expected refund amount. And hey, pay really close attention to this part. You must enter the exact anticipated amount in whole dollars only. The system literally rejects commas, decimals, or cents. So if you're expecting $421.50, just focus on the 421. Drop the cents completely. Finally, know your type of return, which for most of us is an income tax return, though some folks might be checking a homestead claim. Honestly, getting this math formatting wrong is the #1 reason people get frustrated and locked out. Section 3, steps to check status. Let's look at the online tool. So the crucial point is security. Before you ever type your Social Security number into any search bar online, you absolutely must verify you are on the authentic, official Kansas Department of Revenue website. Look for that official Kansas crest on the page. There are a ton of sketchy third-party sites out there, but you only want to use the direct portal at kdor.ks.gov. Once you are safely on the official KDOR Income and Homestead Refund Status page, navigating it is incredibly straightforward. Think of it like a quick checklist. Step 1, you navigate to the page. Step 2, pop in that Social Security number. And the system is actually really forgiving here. You can enter with or without the dashes. Totally up to you. Step 3, carefully type in that exact expected refund amount. Remember our golden rule? No commas, no decimals, just the whole dollars. Step 4, simply select your return type from the dropdown, usually I for income, and hit submit. That's it. Okay, Section 4, alternative tracking methods. What else is out there? The absolute best alternative for the digitally savvy taxpayer is the KCSC, or the Kansas Customer Service Center. This is a highly secure portal where you can actually register for a permanent login. Once you create an account, you just head over to Account Management and link your individual income tax account using some specific identification. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, because once it's linked, you can literally just log in and view your refund status instantly with a single click. You completely bypass the need to hunt down your exact refund amount or re-enter your Social Security number every single time. It is a massive time saver for anyone who likes to check their status frequently. But hey, if you prefer not to use the web portal at all, that's fine too. The state provides a highly reliable automated phone line at 785-368-8222, where you can get the exact same automated updates. Plus, if you really need human interaction to figure things out, the Kansas Department of Revenue website features an online live chat. It's available during regular business hours to connect you directly with a real agent. Which brings us to Section 5, Troubleshooting and Delays. Let's address the elephant in the room. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how transparent the state has actually been about systemic issues. According to reports from the Lawrence Journal World, a department spokesperson openly stated that budget constraints meant they were simply unable to authorize overtime or hire the usual number of temporary employees to process returns this year. So sometimes, a delay has absolutely nothing to do with you, your forms, or your math. It's simply a product of reduced staffing capacity and incredibly high volume at the state level. However, sometimes it actually is about your specific return. The department's frequently asked questions highlight several triggers that will pull your return right out of the automated system and place it on a manual work list to be reviewed by a human. This is all in the name of combating fraud. If you have math errors, if you submitted photocopied forms instead of originals, or if you're using an out-of-state or maybe a newly established bank account for your direct deposit, your return is going to get flagged. Staff literally have to manually look at these to verify their legitimacy. Let's move to and see how this builds into actual wait times on the calendar. If you get flagged for a manual review for one of those fraud prevention reasons we just discussed, the state says it can take up to 60 extra days to process. But take a look at the second row there, Treasury offset. Under Kansas law, if you happen to owe delinquent debts, things like state or federal taxes, child support, or student loans, your refund will automatically be applied to that debt first. The set-off process for this triggers a massive 10 to 12-week delay to any remaining refund cash you might still be owed. Finally, Section 6, Security and Final Tips, Keeping Your Info Safe. Okay, here is the real behind-the-scenes look at how their database actually works. First off, it only updates once daily. This means there is inherently a 24 to 48-hour lag between what is happening internally at the Department of Revenue and what you're seeing on your screen. Checking it 10 times a day won't make it update any faster. Second, to prevent data scraping, the system has a temporary lockout threshold. If you mistype your expected refund amount a few times, your IP address gets temporarily blocked. Seriously, don't panic if this happens. Just wait it out. Finally, rest assured the portal is highly secure, undergoing rigorous audits to keep your personal tax data strictly confidential. Well, we have covered a lot of ground today, from the baseline reality of processing times to the exact step-by-step method for using the State Secure portal. Taking the small step of permanently linking your account to the KCSE portal today can save you immense time and stress, completely transforming how you handle tracking your state taxes for years to come. Before we wrap up, please remember that the information provided in this explainer is for educational purposes only and isn't professional tax advice. State systems and tax laws can and do change, so always consult a qualified tax professional or the Kansas Department of Revenue for personalized financial guidance. Now that you have the exact tools you need to demystify your state refund process, how much of your financial anxiety could you eliminate just by taking 5 minutes to check your status the right way today? Thanks so much for exploring this with me, and here's to hoping your refund hits your account very soon.